Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be unboxing the HomePod Mini. Before we start the unboxing, I just want to let you know that this video is not sponsored by Apple. So over here we got the HomePod. Let's open it. The HomePod is worth $100 and they come in 5 colors. They are white, yellow, orange, blue, and space gray. We can finally open it now. The HomePod Mini is really small. I know it says that in the name, HomePod Mini, but this is really small compared to the picture at the top of the box. The HomePod Mini's cable is USB Type-C and the other end is actually not removable. It's just attached to the HomePod Mini. Here we have instructions on how to set up the HomePod Mini and we have an Apple sticker. Finally, the best part ever, we got Apple's 20-watt charging brick. So rare nowadays. That was really satisfying. Satisfying peel number 2. 10 out of 10. This is really impressive. Features: tap once to pause or play, tap twice to skip ahead of a song, tap 3 times to go back a song, tap and hold to gain access of Siri, or you can just say, "Hey Siri." You can also adjust your volume accordingly. You can change all of these features with your compatible device. Wait, there are more features. You can do things like, "Hey Siri, turn on the living room light." To make this work, you would need smart lights that are compatible with HomeKit. You can also call, make a note, set reminders, timers, alarms, get directions to a place, listen to music. However, only Pandora and iTunes are natively supported. Spotify support might come soon, but I would not get my hopes too high. You can still AirPlay audio to your HomePod Mini via your compatible device. Speaking of music, if you have 2 or more HomePod Minis, then you can set up a surround sound system and have a wonderful experience listening to music. There's also an intercom feature which requires more than 2 HomePod Minis. You can talk to people to your HomePod Minis if you have them set up in multiple rooms. Just say, "Hey Siri, intercom," with your following sentence. Moving on, the HomePod Mini can recognize voices. So if you live with a family and 2 different people say, "Hey Siri, play my playlist," then Siri will play that specific person's music playlist. Only Pandora and iTunes will work with this feature. You can also get a brief update by saying, "Hey Siri, what's my update?" Siri will read you your calendar events, reminders, news, and weather. Siri knows a lot of facts. The HomePod Mini is a smart speaker that has a lot of features. Is the HomePod worth it? The HomePod is worth it if you have a bunch of Apple products, like the iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, Apple TV, MacBook. With all these devices, you can control your smart home accessories from any place within your Apple device, and your experience will be seamless. Siri Shortcuts are the king of shortcuts and automations because if you have a lot of Apple devices and HomeKit accessories, then you can create automations like locking the doors, closing your blinds, turning off your lights, all at the same time, and you can do a lot more of these. This is essential if you have smart home devices because this makes your life easier when it comes to smart home accessories, and you can do a lot more with this app. There are infinite possibilities. Privacy is a big thing when it comes to HomeKit accessories. If you have a smart camera that is connected to HomeKit, then you will have a lot of privacy with your camera footage. You will not have to use any third-party cloud storage systems where storage might be easily hacked. Yes, the HomePod Mini records everything you say, but it does not store it in Apple servers unless you say, "Hey Siri," and your following command. If you want your data to be removed from Apple servers, then tap on HomePod, scroll down, tap delete Siri history, and you're done. When you say "Hey Siri" and your following command, it goes to Apple servers, and when it is reviewed by an employee, the employee has no idea who said "Hey Siri" and the command because it comes with a random identifier that changes every 15 minutes, and it's deleted after 6 months, and that's a privacy advantage. The Google Assistant is the smartest assistant. It is smarter than Siri and Alexa in most cases. The Google Home speakers comes in different shapes and sizes. Some are cheap and some are not. The Google Home speakers works great with Android devices, and nothing you say goes to Google servers unless you want it to. And the random identifier feature is also available in the Google Homes. The only difference is that it does not change every 15 minutes. In fact, it does not change at all. It's not such a big difference. It's still good. Alexa is a great smart speaker that has the most compatibility when it comes to smart home accessories. It comes in multiple shapes, sizes, and prices. However, there has been a lot of privacy problems with Alexa skills, so make sure you don't download harmful Alexa skills. Alexa does not have the random identifier feature, and some of your information goes to Amazon servers, but no personal information is shared with Amazon. There is a problem though. The problem is that you might say something similar like the word Alexa and it would start recording. This could happen when you're discussing sensitive information like your tax info. This might go to an employee and your information might be at high risk. The chances of this happening are rare, but it is rarer with Google or Siri because you have to say something like "Hey Siri" or "Okay Google." To trigger your Alexa, all you need to say is Alexa. You don't have to say something like "Hey Alexa." So this makes it easier for personal information to slip away. It's better to be safer than sorry. So, which is the best smart speaker? Is it Apple's HomePod Mini, Google speakers, or Amazon speakers? You should go for the HomePod Mini if you have a lot of Apple devices so you can have a seamless experience with it. Another reason to go for the HomePod Mini is because of privacy, so that the employee will never know who it is from. And Siri Shortcuts can do anything with automations. If none of these three apply to you, then don't buy the HomePod Mini. You'd want to go for the Google Home. A reason to go for the Google Home is because, firstly, the privacy difference is not that big. It just doesn't change. The random identifier is the only thing that doesn't change. Not a big deal. Secondly, it has more compatibility when it comes to devices and smart home accessories. Third, there are Google Homes that are half the price of the HomePod Mini, so you get better deals with the Google Home. And there's Spotify support. So there you go. If none of these apply to you, you'd want to get the HomePod. And why do I not recommend the Alexa? The reason I don't recommend the Alexa is because Alexa might start recording when Alexa hears something similar to the word Alexa. This could happen when you're discussing some sensitive information like your tax info. Yes, you can mute Alexa, but not everybody remembers to mute Alexa at the right times. I think it's better to be safer than sorry. Make sure your HomePod is connected. Open the Home app. If you don't have it installed, make sure to download it by going to the App Store and typing in HomeKit, or you can click the link in the description. This app is only available with Apple devices. Press Set Up. Choose any room you want to set this up in. I'm going to set this up in my living room. Press Continue. Press OK. Continue. Press Continue. And you should read the terms and conditions. I'm just really lazy, so I just pressed Agree. And then what you want to do is transfer settings. So you should scan the top of your HomePod Mini. After you've done that, what you need to do is type in your Apple ID password. Never give your passwords to anyone. It's not a good idea. And try asking Siri these questions or commands. Press done after you finished it. Dismiss. And you're done. Make sure your HomePod Mini is connected. Wait for the animation. Press setup, choose any room, use a stereo. In my case, it's on my right. Press continue, continue, transfer settings. Scan the top of your HomePod Mini. Enter your Apple ID password and you're done. You have a surround sound system. If you want your HomePod Mini to work, you would want at least one of the devices that are listed at the top right of the screen. You'd want to buy one of the newer devices because they last longer with software support. Also, when a software update comes out, make sure to update it as soon as possible. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.